The need for food is a basic requirement for human survival, but it can also be abused.
I just took for granted that, the health portion of my life was more about having a stack of Oreo cookies with a glass of milk at 10 o'clock at night while I'm watching TV in bed.
For years, Don Prince struggled with an unhealthy relationship with food.
I justify the cookies saying, well, I do like Oreos, or I'll eat oatmeal cookies with raisins in it because, damn, that's got to be healthier than the Oreos or the chocolate chips.
Dr. Cali Estes says there is research that suggests foods high in sugar, salt, and/or fat can trigger the pleasure sensors in our brain, creating feelings of pleasure and satisfaction.
And 10 o'clock at night when you're bored and you have your hand in the bag of Oreos, that's when food addiction occurs.
Similar to drugs and alcohol, the doctor says food can be used to suppress emotions.
So it's a numbing out effect.
And when that high is gone, people actually go through stages of withdrawal, starting with irritability and fatigue, then eventually leading to insomnia, headaches, and restless legs.
All the same symptoms of heroin on a lesser level.
Through therapy and direct coaching, the doctor helps clients change their mindset about food and learn to replace addictive foods with healthier alternatives.
It's going to be little changes as you go, and as you feel better, you'll want more changes.
Getting over his food addiction led Don to not only eat better, but also become more physically active.
And I never considered what I did as a diet. I considered it as just a lifestyle change.
And along with psychological factors, there can be biological factors that lead to food addiction as well, including hormonal imbalances, brain chemistry abnormalities, as well as medication side effects.
Ice cream. Jeff Lewis live in Los Angeles. I'm here with Dr. V, Megan Weaver, and Krista Lamas. Tomorrow, former Real Housewives of Orange County star Alexis Bellino will be here. Okay, we're going to pick this right back up. Back to dating. You realized at the break, Krista.
We just realized this. Thank you so much, Dr. V, for being here. You're welcome.
What did you realize? What was your realization?
That I don't want a connection.
Why wouldn't you?
So
I'm having way too much fun. I just moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want to jump into a relationship and after it's
I
only
agree.
been 4 months.
Enjoy.
So just so you know, for the last 4 months, you've been telling me that you want to find someone, but you actually don't want to find just one person. You want to find 20.
Or more.
And you know what? I have a theory as to why it took you so long to figure that out. Because for women, for centuries, it's been pounded into us. In order for us to enjoy sex, we have to have an emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just such fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And Wednesday Martin, Dr. Wednesday Martin, I want to plug her book. There's an amazing book called Untrue, where it talks about the new science about women's sexuality. That it's really men who want to settle down. Women don't. Women like novelty way more than men. And
Really?
that is fascinating to me.
Fascinating.
You have to get this book. You will love it.
I'm going to get it right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, it's amazing. And it talks about this concept.
So men actually want to settle
Yes!
That
They
makes
want to
sense.
settle down more.
Every
And
single
so-
one of
so
my 20
we've sold-
boyfriends wants to settle down.
So we've sold women this bill of goods, this bullshit story that in order for you to enjoy your sexuality, you got to feel emotional. You got to have a connection.
No.
I like to pretend I'm a hooker.
Yes, queen. Do
Okay.
you dress up?
No, but in my head, because
Yeah,
I'm
every
kind of
day.
Yeah, you should see her outfit. Very
I'm
sexy.
wearing a bra for you guys
She
today.
is wearing a bra today. But that's for you, Dr. B.
You don't have to do that for me.
No, I'm doing it for Jeff because he's always.
But she looks hot. She looks really good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a date tonight,
I do.
and then you have a date with a different guy tomorrow night.
Yep.
And then you have a date with a different guy on Saturday night.
Yep.
The only thing that concerns me about Saturday night, now I know
No, this only happens every other weekend. I'm with my so. Don't, I
You
don't
space
want
it
don't
out.
judge you.
You
Yeah,
space it
don't
out.
judge.
Well, you're with a
me.
kid all day, every day.
I
Yeah.
never once thought that you were a bad mother.
No.
Yeah.
So again, societal bullshit.
Right, just
Continue.
because you're going out on dates and
Yeah.
having sex with guys doesn't mean you're a bad mother.
And she's
Because
spacing
you're
it
actually a
out.
really good mom.
Yeah, she's a great
but
mom.
what worries me is that I know that you're having fun with Saturday night guy, but I don't like what he did. And so Chris and I, well, let me explain, Dr. V. So Chris and I went to see Downton Abbey because even though I asked Sirius 1,000 fucking times to get me the screener, they wouldn't give it to me. They gave it to everyone else, but they wouldn't give it to me. So I had to go to the theater and pay for it. Fine. So I took Krista. We went to the Sherman Oaks Galleria where we found the bar.
Yeah, and he got us we had to sit in the handicapped in case of a shooter.
Yes, Jeff is
Yeah,
not like when
yeah.
you go to
I want to be
theaters.
close to the door, so we sat in the two handicap seats.
Yeah.
So seriously. So
I was
anyway,
like, can you at least limp? Because I felt so bad that we were sitting in those seats.
but we were safe, and we were going to get out first if there was a shooter.
Oh, this is a whole bunch of
that's
unraveling.
crazy.
Okay,
A lot
but
of
sitting
crazy.
in the bar, and we were probably on our third or fourth drink. We had a driver, by the way. You went to the bathroom.
Well, yeah. So I actually that morning, the night before I was on a date
With that guy.
with the guy
With Saturday night.
with Saturday night guy. This sounds so bad.
Just say it. Say it.
Okay. So
We're in a safe
I'm
place.
Yeah.
I'm safe.
Safe place.
I'm sexual. We're safe. Like I'm using
Use
condoms.
condoms, we
and all-
get it.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to go and make sure I cleaned up the room and everything before like my housekeeper or anybody saw anything. And I know that he used 3 condoms. So
3.
3. Yep.
Way to go,
What?
Krista.
Is that because one broke, or is that because you
No, they went three
I
times?
think yeah. Mhm.
3
Nice.
times?
How old is he?
That's normal.
How old is he? How old is he? I'll tell you. What does that mean? What does that mean? You knew it was there.
He didn't take it off of his body.
So he pulled out.
He didn't want to
So,
tell
yeah,
you.
so it
Yeah.
came off apparently and stayed inside me.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want to tell me, I guess, for some strange reason.
Because he wanted to finish.
Well,
Probably.
I guess so.
Well, that's another thing I want to know. When did the condom come off?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know it came off. I didn't even know.
Okay.
I don't. But
I don't
he
like
knew-
that.
The problem is,
Yeah.
he
I
knew
like
it came
that.
off, and he didn't tell you, and he knew when you texted him that it was still there,
Yeah, that's why he suggested where it was.
and that's a problem.
Yep, selfish.
Really selfish. I don't like him. Can't we just go down
Let's
to
go out
19,
with
guys?
Yeah, let's go out with somebody else on Saturday
But-
night.
But we do like
Say it.
we like his
Oh, we like having sex
The
with him.
equipment.
the equipment and the
Yeah, but you're
Technique?
not looking for a relationship.
Yeah, but you may not have any equipment if he keeps doing what
but
he's
the
doing.
the amenities, the pools, the spas, the
Oh, there's some
Oh,
benefits.
there's some benefits there.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
I don't
It
like
just
that.
feels
You could
disrespectful.
find somebody else like that.
So, how did he explain himself? Did you say? You know,
yeah.
that
Oh,
really.
I got so mad. I was like, do you realize I could have died from this? Like,
Yes.
True.
If you didn't tell me and it was still stuck up in me, I could have died. And then Jeff, of course, is like, maybe you'll get pregnant. Like,
Well, that's true.
That's
too.
a whole
Because he's
nother.
really rich.
That's what I'm saying.
He's really rich.
Oh, so Jeff was thinking that could be
Yeah.
the golden
Yep.
lining,
Yeah.
silver lining.
Silver
yeah.
lining.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do that. We actually thought about it.
Right.
We should have
Well-
put it back in.
His parents were all rich.
Well, it didn't work last time with the rich man, so
No, that's true.
Right.
so maybe that shouldn't be your goal.
But
Yeah.
we have a couple friends that are serial daters for different
Mhm.
reasons. And they talk about, I mean, Chris is at least honest and be like, now, you know what? I really don't want a relationship. But we have two girlfriends
Yes.
that are very, very successful, very attractive, very bright, educated, the whole thing. They seem to be always dating very short-lived relationships. And it's like, I think they set the bar so high.
They're both perfectionists, I think. Well, at least one of them is.
And
I
again,
can tell you.
like I said, that's another way of keeping people away from you.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
can't be
agree.
human around a perfectionist.
Right.
You're always wrong in some way. So it's just another way to. It's another way to cope with your own vulnerabilities.
Mhm.
What about when you ask for something and manifest something, and then when you get it, you love the things that you have manifested, but then there's I guess there's other what do you say, Megan? Because you know what I'm going to talk about.
I know what you're going to talk about. You got to be careful what you wish for,
Well,
because then things come up that you wanted, but then
Like
they make
probate.
you
You
feel a
realize
certain
you're
way.
giving up other things for
Right,
the thing that you asked
sacrificing.
for.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we get
Probate.
what we need,
Mm-hmm.
it reminds us of everything we never had.
That's deep.
So when you get what you need, it reminds us
Right.
of things that we never had. So all those walls come down. You're finally getting what you need. You're letting it in. You're letting it in. For all the reasons why those walls went up are now exposed.
Are you listening to her, Jeff? Because
Well,
I think that's
I think-
very poignant for
I
you.
think I need to explain. So hopefully
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
listening. The person that I'm seeing right now, Scott, what I asked for was a successful man. And I got a successful man. But the problem is that we don't have a lot of time together as a result. So you have two successful men, right? So we're both busy. We're having trouble juggling each other's schedules. And as a result, I don't get the kind of time that I would want. And I feel lonely. And so, but I don't want to stand in his way. I don't want to make any demands on him, but he's gone a lot. And then the problem is that, I mean, it's not a problem, but I have a baby that I'm raising, and then I have my business. And then, so you ask for certain things, but then when you get it, it's like, oh, this is the trade-off.
I forget that comes with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is really important.
Well, how do you feel when you are with him? Do you still feel lonely?
No, not at all.
Okay, so how do you feel when you are with him? The moments that are shared together.
They seem short and fleeting, to be honest. Like,
How could
it's
that be
almost like,
fulfilling?
well, it's fulfilling, but it also feels like, oh, it would have been nice if, you could have hung out today, or if you could stay another night, or whatever.
Do
It
you
just-
find yourself having difficulty living in the moment? Or are you waiting for him? He's going to have to leave.
Oh, see, that's how I would be.
Another
I'd be
two-
thinking
another-
about the exit.
Yeah.
So it's hard to enjoy the moment.
But I guess what I don't accept is there's a lot of talk of this is temporary. And when I'm done with this house, like this,
Mhm.
and I'm realizing no, this is not temporary. This is permanent. This is the way it is. Now you can accept it and learn how to, and he's a great guy. I really like him. I get along really well. There's all these great things.
He is wonderful.
But that is the issue. Like it's a part-time, it feels like a part-time relationship. And, it's like with Chris, like I was talking to Krista, that is the trade-off. Do you want a full-time relationship with someone else? Or do you want a part-time relationship with this person.
Well, what does he say about this? Have you guys had a conversation about it?
Well, nope.
Now they are.
Can we get him?
In about an hour.
Can we get him on the phone?
I thought that was a private. You know, I had breakfast. Yeah, no. I said
Nothing
they
private
should
with
talk,
Jeff.
They should talk about their schedules and maybe make some adjustments.
Absolutely. I mean, this is
Communicate.
such an easy fix, Jeff. Such an easy fix.
I'm not pulling the plug.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know, but what you're unhappy with, or what's maybe bothering you, is fixable.
Yeah.
Totally
so
fixable.
See if it can be fixed.
Just communicate.
Right. Well, okay.
I mean, if he doesn't even know you feel
But
this way.
Megan,
Yes.
I said to you this morning in the elevator.
Yeah.
I said, if Ben was in the desert 3 to 4 nights a week,
Yeah.
How would you feel?
I would hate it. She wouldn't let him go. I would like it because I was in a marriage where my husband was never around. So for me, I had to make a change and choose somebody who is physically, logistically, emotionally completely available.
Now, Ben is successful.
Yes.
Not on the level of your ex-husband. So
Absolutely
you
not.
make these concessions.
So I sacrificed a lot of financial stability
Right.
for somebody who I can depend on and count on physically. Does
Yes.
that make sense? Who
Yes.
is actually in the room with me. I mean, look, he goes and directs movies and he is very busy for, a lot of weeks out of the year. I always see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I know when the movie's over, he's going to be back and there's going to be a lot of him.
Right.
Which makes me feel safe and comfortable. And it's what I really, really want.
Right.
But see, I would never, ever, ever, because I wouldn't want someone to do this to me. I would never say to him, like, can you take one less project and spend more time here? Like,
Right.
I would never, because I'd resent that if someone said that to me.
Yes, you would.
You
and
know?
I felt like that with my ex-husband with his TV shows. I would feel like, well, can you take on one less TV show so we could spend more time as a family? But then I would feel horrible because then he's trying to keep the whole thing, everything afloat and everything going. If I
You don't have to word it that way. You can just say, this is how I feel.
I want to spend more time
I want
with
to
you.
spend more time together.
I mean, because he doesn't know you feel this way, which I hope he
Well, he does now.
He does now. I mean, it might be such a simple thing. Oh, I didn't know you felt that way.
Yeah.
Let me juggle some things that you never know. You never know.
Okay.
You think he knows?
I just think that there's concessions. Like when you sign up for this, you just have to understand, like, this is the schedule.
Like
I
a
don't
doctor
expect
or
the
a lawyer.
I don't expect the schedule to change. I don't want it to change because I'm aware of what his financial goals are and his career goals, and I know what that is going to take. And by the way, I'm encouraging him to do that. Now, that doesn't mean that.
And where does your loneliness go? Where does
the
that
martini glass.
go? Really? Where does your loneliness go?
I don't know where it goes.
Well, you said that you feel lonely.
Yeah, you know
What
what?
do you do with that? And are you prepared to feel that?
I was actually thinking about that last night because he had said, I got to go back to the desert today. So he's going back today. And I thought, you know what? I need to start having more friends, dinners, and things like that to fill my time. And then I was thinking about the solution. And that would be, then I wouldn't be as lonely.
Yeah. Maybe you're discovering a new place of growth in your life, that you need more intimate connections. Now that you have this intimate connection with Ben, you want more. And maybe it doesn't need to.
I'm not sleeping with Ben anymore.
I'm happy to hear that.
Scott,
I knew you guys had something cooking.
Yeah.
I just knew it.
Scott, I'm so sorry.
After I left the condom in him,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out. Like, you have no respect for me.
Dude, I can't with that. I'm so sorry. Scott, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Well, he's not listening. Let's hope he's not listening.
Well, he is, for sure. So what you're discovering is that maybe there's more growth in your life. That
Right.
now that you have this intimate connection with Scott,
Right.
you want more intimate connections. And that doesn't have to be
With other
him,
dudes?
But
I feel like
but with
it's a-
friends,
No, I feel like it's a great
Krista
situation.
Lamas. If you've missed any portion of this Jeff Lewis live broadcast, you can get it anytime on demand at the Sirius XM app. Tomorrow, former Real Housewives of Orange County star Alexis Bellino will be here. We are presently taking calls at 844-305-ANDY, 844-305-2639. Quickly want to promote Marriage Boot Camp, which is airing on WeTV on Fridays. I believe episode 5 airs tomorrow. Is Alexis Bellino in tomorrow's episode? Is that why she's coming on tomorrow?
She's in the whole season.
No, did you guys get along?
Remember what I told you about your daughter? Like, you're her parent. She doesn't need to like you. Stop trying to make her like you.
Okay. So you don't give a shit if Alexis likes you or not.
So
You're just trying to help her.
exactly.
Got it.
I don't give two shits if she likes me or not. So
Understood.
and I understood that she did not.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask her tomorrow, but
She'll be happy to tell you.
we'll defend you. We'll defend you. Liz in New York. Good morning,
Hello?
Liz. Hi,
Hey,
Liz.
Hi, it's Rosanna, actually, not Liz.
Oh, it says Liz on my board. Hi, Rosanna.
Hello. So I love listening to you guys talk about all of this stuff. This is just making my day. I want to ask Krista, did she actually go back and tell Saturday Night Guy that she found it?
Oh yeah, I told him right on the spot. I mean, when he told me it might still be inside of you, I said, "What the fucking capital letters?" And, and then I went on a crazy rant of how dangerous that is and that I could die if he hadn't had told me.
Right.
Yeah, but then you agreed to another day with him.
No, but like
Well,
you went in the Like, I've just visualized, I just need to visualize this whole thing, not the gross parts, but just because this literally needs to be, like, in a sitcom or, like, a series, like, I don't know, Modern Family or something like that. Because it's so visually stimulating. Think about it. You're at the bar, you leave with Jeff, you leave the bar, you're, like, running to the bar in a mad dash, and you dig up there with those nails, and you find it.
We're getting a recap from Rosanna.
Maybe not for network television. Maybe a cable show.
It's going to have to be
Trust
HBO.
Maybe Netflix.
Trust me, it was the most disgusting thing. And then Jeff's face was priceless.
I bet.
But I was also mad.
Yeah.
I was mad. And I'm glad that you were going to cancel Saturday's date, aren't you?
I am canceling it now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes,
Good. Because
clean.
he didn't, he's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And selfish.
Yeah.
And you've got 19 other guys to go out with. Thank you, Rosanna.
Thanks, Rosanna.
Jim in West Hollywood. Good morning.
Good evening, guys. This is Jim in West Hollywood. Repeat caller. Hopefully, you can hear me. And on the theme of it, I want to thank Jeff and Dr. Donna. A couple weeks ago, I listened to the replay about going to look at a place, you guys, and I might start to cry. It's so bizarre from listening to you, Dr. Donna, about the money could flow. And I want to ask you if you really do think these signs are all happening to me, and it's been overwhelming just from listening to the show. So I have a lot of gratitude, strangely enough, from just listening to your show, not planning on moving, live on Flores in West Hollywood, moving over to Keith, and it's just a whirlwind. And from listening to you guys, it said just go for it. Didn't think we'd get it under escrow, freaking out. And,
Okay, so you need to listen better. It's Dr. V.
Today's Dr.
Not Dr. Donna.
Jim, Dr. Donna did help you and encourage you. I remember that show.
Yes, Dr. Donna.
Today, Dr. V is on.
But it's okay, Jim.
But it's okay.
It's early.
But we're glad you called.
And we're happy for you.
I'm glad you got
Yes.
the place. Congratulations.
It's amazing.
Dr. Donna will be on in the next, I think, 2 weeks.
Oh, that's good. Jim, you can call back.
Jim, maybe call back on that day.
I do think just you guys be careful what you wish for. So it is on your thing, Dr. V. So I apologize.
Right.
I will let you guys go. I appreciate it. And I jumped to conclusion.
Congratulations, Jim.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Jim.
congrats.
Yeah.
Way to go.
We're working
Yeah.
on it. All right, take care, you guys.
Good.
Thank
Bye.
you. Meredith in New York, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Great. I was calling because I have a situation where after 18 years married, my husband came home and said he was leaving me and the 3 kids, and he wound up moving into a house his mother had purchased for him 3 months earlier. You know, they
Are
had
you surprised? It was a surprise?
totally out of the blue. No other woman
Shocked.
for his mother.
Okay.
None of that. They've been
It's
planning.
a whole nother betrayal, but yeah.
And
Go ahead.
I try to keep very positive with the kids and say he deserves to be happy. We want him to be happy. You shouldn't stay somewhere you're not happy. And I've dated a little bit. But it's one of those things where for those 3 months and however many years beforehand they were planning this together, everything for me now is I don't trust myself because I didn't see that. And so,
Yep.
it's
Toxicity and abuse and trauma changes our worldview, and it changes how we see ourselves, and it throws our instincts completely off. I want you to give yourself some time. It's going to take some time for you to trust yourself again. And I just want to tell you how insightful and aware you are that you are able to pin that down. I don't trust myself. I want to let you know that you will in time.
Is it when we don't trust ourselves that we don't trust others? Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. But Jennifer, this sounds like it was an out of the blue betrayal. It is not you. You will heal from this. Are you in therapy at all?
I am, and she's great.
Good.
And the thing is, when I go in, I know exactly what she's going to say. I can give everyone else the greatest therapy in the world, but when it comes to me, I just feel like I missed this thing, and I never want to be vulnerable like that again.
When
And
you
so
say you know what she's going to say, Jennifer, what worries me is that you're maybe paired with a therapist that's not challenging you. And I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, that could be.
And right now,
but I trust her.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
And that's the most important thing. And maybe right now, not being vulnerable is where you need to be. Trust how you're experiencing yourself. And don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay to close off for a little bit. And you're very aware of that. So my guess is that you will be vulnerable. Look how vulnerable you are with us. Right here.
But what needs to happen now is she's got to protect herself. So she's got to be strong. She's got to fight for the kids, and you know she's got to fight for her whatever the financial situation will be. Now you're gonna have. Now you're at war, unfortunately.
In 2
But
years,
it's
I did really well. I came out and
Good.
said, I want this. He gave it all to me, gave me full custody.
Congratulations, because that doesn't. He gave you full custody.
Legal and physical, everything. Gave me the
I mean, honestly, this is amazing. This is amazing that all that is going well. Well, thank you very much for calling. Keep us posted, Jennifer.
Yes.
All right, I have a quick question for you before we have to go.
Yeah.
There was something that you said that stuck with me. What is a Viagra dick? Because you said there's a Viagra. I know what a Viagra. I have 1 minute. Tell us in 1 minute.
Well, do you know what about?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's a Viagra?
What is it?
Megan, you know too.
Well, okay, we only have 1 minute. Someone tell me.
It's like fucking
hard.
it's fucking a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's
That's what it is. It's hard.
what's wrong with that?
Yeah, is that such a bad thing?
I don't think that's a bad thing.
It's
Okay.
just abnormally hard.
Oh,
It doesn't feel human.
Oh.
that's fine.
Okay, it doesn't feel real.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay, well, on that note, everybody have a great day. We're back tomorrow with Alexis Bellino. Thanks, Dr. V.